My, oh my, Kylie is a Gemini. Hello, hello. Welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. I am here literally every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. We have epic troll slayers who keep us safe, and I have got makeup all over my hand somehow. I don't know how that happened. Yes, we have epic troll slayers who keep us safe. Thank you. And we've got a fantastic community here because of your kindness, because you are kind. Thank you. I heard, I was warned not to start a YouTube channel, that it would get very ugly very quickly, and it has not been because of you. Yeah, apparently I'll have to go wash my hands when I'm done here, because I can only get so much off. But if it's bothering anybody, let me know. Other than that, I'm just going to have to roll with it. New bottle, I must have. Yeah, anyway, okay. Yeah, that'll do. If you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on like 2.5 speed, or whatever works for you. So, okay. Valerie says, I love today's overlay style. I would buy the heck out of a tarot deck like this. I know, right? I might have to do something with this because, okay. I'm an adult. I can handle it. No, I can't. They're so cute. Okay. All right. I'll pull myself together because, oh my gosh, do I have questions from you? Good questions from you. So, all right, let us go. Let us jump. We go from the absolute adorableness, wonderfulness, down into the bog of eternal stench. At 2 minutes 30 seconds in. Ooh, interesting little tidbit this morning. Well, it was on Raw Story this morning, but it was actually Glenn Kirschner, bless him. You ready? Glenn Kirschner says that Trump is likely to be indicted again in Arizona because Jenna Ellis flipped. Haven't we said for years that it's women who are going to take down Donald Trump? So that's where we're starting. Ooh. Will Bernadette Smith says, oh, that would be the bestest news. All right. Donald Trump. Apparently there was a grand jury. But I guess because nobody would flip on Trump as to the fake elector scheme, Trump wasn't indicted. But now that Jenna Ellis is flipped, yeah, I believe she flipped everywhere. God King, Tony Clifton said Jenna Ellis flipped in Georgia too, right? I thought she flipped everywhere, is my understanding, but I could be wrong. Valerie says the AI chat summary is hilarious. Really? What are we talking about? According to our future AI overlords, which I am kidding. Yes, Bernadette Smith, our own little gymnast. This is the Aquarian deck, by the way. I bought 2 decks. First decks I ever bought, 2. I bought the Halloween deck with the Aquarian tarot. This is a replacement, but I still have the original Halloween. Well, there's little Donnie. Yeah, King of Wands, just a guy. Betty Cantrell says her deal wasn't very good. Ooh. Fowler says lots of initial talk about the cat overlays. Okay. Awesome. Strength. Far right communication. So is she bringing some receipts, perhaps? Chariot. That is big movement forward. Huge. Huge. 3 of Pentacles and 7 of Wands. So about all about the plan, and he ends up, Donnie ends up on the defensive. Her evidence, the strength of the communication evidence she's bringing, big chariot right in the middle about the plan, and he ends up on the defensive. The cards are just singing. Yes, please. Oh, yes, please. Let's do that. Julie Jones says the Arizona grand jury wanted to indict Dumpy, but prosecutors didn't think they had enough. Well, I guess they do now. Well, Glenn Kirschner thinks they do. And he's a very smart man. So generally knows very, very much of which he speaks. So, okay, what was next? At 6:45, 6 minutes, 45 seconds. Annette, is it Krieger? Annette Krieger asked, are the, I love this, promulgators, don't usually get that word, I like it, are the promulgators of Project 25, is it 2025? Currently on a list for investigation as possible traitors to the Constitution or country. How about the puppet masters behind the scenes seeking world control? The second question is a little vague, because you could argue back and forth about who that might be and what they're. So I'm just going to read on the first one, if that's okay. Are the promulgators of Project 2025 currently on a list for investigation because of their, lunacy? Whee. Project 2025. It's vile. Absolutely vile. First of all, I'm getting silence, just legal silence to start. Just, we have a lot of reason to worry about what these people are proposing. A lot of reason. You think it's bad now with women not having rights? Yeah. They're working. King of Swords. I mean, in theory, it could be a prosecutor, but it's Six of Swords spreading this, because that feels like a lawmaker spreading this stuff, which they're trying to stir things up for the far right. I don't think they're going to get very far, but I'm not really getting, I'm not really getting them being on somebody's legal list of people to go after. I don't know that they have enough right now to do something like that. So, oh, Browen says, I do love all the training videos that have been unearthed. So now we get to compare their words to the training material and point to exactly where they got their verbiage from. Huh. Yes, Cynthia. Not until the prosecutor becomes the president. Ding. All right. Oh, Ancestor Linker, I accidentally clicked on that's adorable. Oh, that's adorable. Thank you. All right, let's go on to at 10:40, good buddy. Jean Braun had a question. I hope you get this question. Yes, I did. My fear is that Trump doesn't have to try. He just has to deny the election results and use his money for lawyers and appeal to the Supreme Court, who will rule in the election is his. Will that happen? Okay. This feels like an overloaded Celtic. So I will try to get through this. So talk amongst yourselves. I've got to pull a bunch of cards. So will the Supreme Court, I'm getting a no, but will the Supreme Court hand the presidency to one Donald J. for Genius Trump? Traitor, felon, insurrectionist, adjudicated R word. You know him. Oh. Christopher Uncover the News. Breaking. Trump is officially returning to Twitter. I thought he had a contract where he was only supposed to stick with Truth Social. Oh, so he's giving up on Truth Social? Mm-hmm. All right. Let me turn cards over here and see what I've got. Will the Supreme Court hand the presidency to our traitorous seditionist, awful ex-president moron Trump? Okay, he's out of office. Yay! And I think we all sleep better at night. Oh, yeah, Tony Clifton, God King Tony Clifton. He's desperate for Elon's money. Oh, heck yeah. So, okay. Oh, there's an ice cream truck in the distance. Let me know if the noise bothers you. Home environment, that's a far-right action. Hope and fear is that this is America. That he'll be handed America, basically. What other people see is it wouldn't last long. You'd have people in the streets. You would have protests like nothing that's ever been seen in this country before. And that feels quite often we can be apathetic, but I don't think we'd be apathetic about this. I really don't. I hope I don't get hit with a copyright strike. Not my fault. The challenge, keeping the Supreme Court out of it. There being so many votes, hint, 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 you and me, we're voting, right? Right? My friend, we're voting, right? There being so many votes that the Supreme Court can't do a stinking thing. Center of the reading is, yeah, his supporters, his base, his Trump's sphere. He got those heinous people onto the court. Fruits of labor in the institution. That's hanging above it. Underneath it, though, would be It's not going to work if enough Democrats vote and he has to walk away in a big way. If we vote, he has to go. That's not a literal death. That's a electoral bye-bye. Yeet. All right, near future. Seven of Swords. Yeah, they're Laura Trump's already said they're putting lawyers and operatives and all this other garbage in all 81 states. She said that all 81 states. It wasn't even like 80 states. 81 states. State of denial, state of stupidity, state of arrogance. So they're already putting that kind of stuff in place, and they're going into this thinking that they can do a lot more than it actually feels like they can do. And once it and I'll tell you, the final outcome is 3 cards. Justice. So Supreme Court could get involved unless 9 of Cups. All of the Democratic votes are just lined up. And the Republicans come up short. That's what I'm getting. Please vote. Nobody can sit this one out. This isn't other people will be voting. I'm busy. I don't feel like it. Please. Too big to rig. Exactly, Christine. So, yes, please vote. All right, what else have we got? You brought me good stuff. So, let's see. Well, related, 17 minutes in. Frida had a question. Can Trump and the GOP's attempts to tamper with the election be stopped and hold people responsible for legal justice? Oh, boy. All right, so the operatives in all 81 states, they're going to be, cards are coming right off the top of the deck. It feels like there are people all over. We are wise to the shenanigans that happened before. We're not doing that again. We're not going back, and we're not playing those games. And we're not going to play nicey nice about them and just say, okay, you can have the presidency. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. Also, we're going to go out and vote in big ways. So, so the operatives, they're fruits of labor. They've got them all out there in their, I guess they're all staying at a Holiday Express, so they think they're qualified to overturn elections locally. 10 of Swords. I think they're going to have to run into troubles. King of Cups. 3 of Wands. Oh, still waiting for their ship to come in, but this King of Cups in the middle is Democrats standing in the way. Ends in the High Priestess. Higher Wisdom. I thought it might be secrets, but no, this is Higher Wisdom, and this is notice how the High Priestess and the King of Cups, the way they're in the cards, they're sitting, it's like they're keeping an eye on this jerk, this less important person who's got nefarious purposes. So, and says, we've been there, done that. MAGA won't threaten democracy again. We won't let them. Alexa Gibson says, we don't have to tell me, Autumn, we don't have to tell me. I did my mail-in ballot months ago, ready to go. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you for voting. Thank you. All right. So then we have a question from Rick E. at 20 minutes. Okay. it seems that Dumpy and his friends are trying to implement the kitchen sink strategy from the helicopter story, emergency plane landing, being hacked, etc. Are they preparing for their November excuse? Well, I don't think the helicopter story was part of the excuse. But are they, let's say, is Trump setting up a November excuse? Of course. He's going to blame everybody. He'll blame everybody but himself. Anybody. But he did it today. Yeah, I mean, he's going to blame everybody else. That feels like the next president of the United States. It just, Queen of Cups, just does. Eight of Wands. Yeah, they're throwing everything they can to see if anything sticks. 10 of Swords. Electoral mess. Failure. Plus, Trump has some legal problems between here and the election as well. There's the Sun, and there's the Wheel of Fortune. He had his time in the Sun. He had his... There are times you get to the top of the Wheel of Fortune, and then you go down again. Nobody goes up to the top of the Wheel of Fortune and actually stays there. Even the most successful people you've ever heard about in your whole life, they have ups and downs. He had his time in the Sun. And they're going to lose because of their policies, because of their cruelty, because of their authoritarianism, because they want to destroy democracy. And people aren't putting up with it. There are fewer signs in people's yards. Yes, Lewis, the propellers were rigged. Exactly. Walter Lewis says, don't get complacent with the polls. Oh, no. Do not. Whether it's, if it says that the Harris-Walz ticket is the worst thing ever, there's no way they can possibly win, no way, no how, still vote. If the polls say that it's a runaway landslide, you don't even have to bother voting because it's so good for them. You're probably being manipulated, is my guess. So, okay. Valerie has a very good suggestion here. If you volunteer to support Senate and representative races, Harris-Walz can't do a thing unless they have a mandate in the House and the Senate. So, yes, anything you can do to help, please. Excellent suggestion. All right, Nettie has a question. Nettie Mortimer at 2330. Apparently now Dumpy's blaming Iran for the security leak. I love this. Nettie wrote, sure thing, man. Since you probably gave them the 411 when your son-in-law got the $2 billion. He got $2 billion to invest from the Saudis, actually. And he gets $10 million a year for investing that money. Yeah. So the question is, was it really Iran or someone on the inside of the campaign? Which is what it kind of looks like. Someone named Robert, perhaps. Not sure. Cindy Lou, is Iran in Trump's bathroom? I'm not sure what's in there. I don't really want to know. Thank you, Helen. Thank you. Makes a huge difference. Thank you. Ay. So the security leak. I haven't heard a lot of the details about the security breach. I mean, I heard that I heard vaguely what kinds of things were taken, but I haven't heard a lot of details. Double check, make sure. Is there something here about it? Oh, okay. We're getting to that question. So, but these cards are really bad. Acadian Proud, thank you. Sending love from Nova Scotia, Canada, on vacation. I hope you have a wonderful vacation. Thank you. And calming positive white light. Absolutely. To everyone and to the guides for use for the good of the world. Absolutely. It's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. All right. This is, I've got the Tower for the reading. I know they supposedly got important internal documents, but the moon is right behind that. So exposing the extent of the crazy. Wheel of Fortune. Something tells me that their security was not top notch. Eight of Pentacles. That's all the workings. Strength, justice, High Priestess. So they're working, being exposed, and all the rest of this, including the card for the reading, is Major Arcana. It just surprises me. I agree, Old Silver. These are big cards. It's a card for the reading. Tower. What on earth was hacked? Strength, justice, High Priestess, Wheel of Fortune, big change of fortune. I guess we'll have to keep an eye out because but they announced that this happened, but I remember Sarah sent me a message last night before, whenever it was, and said, I said, okay, well, those things were hacked. Well, what was exposed? And she said they're not saying yet. This kid says, does this indicate a big foreign plan against the U.S.? It's important. We should ask that. 2815. I try to stick to just the questions that are here, but this is important. Does this mean? What was the question? It was, does this mean foreign? I can't go back up. It's not letting me scroll. Oh, Helen, I'll have to get you the link and bring it tomorrow. Okay, does this indicate? There it is. It's from this kid. Does this indicate a foreign plan against the U.S.? Let's have a look. Does this indicate? Because if somebody either exposed information from Trump's internal stuff, that's one thing. If they were hacked by a phishing scam, that could be some kind of foreign government involvement. But if it's a full-blown attack on the U.S., I imagine the NSA would get involved, but I There's worry about it. We know the chaos that's out there. There are people losing sleep over the next 90 days, trying to keep everybody safe. Absolutely. Vigilant, using every tool available. Try to catch these people. Nostalgia, this is regardless of party. Chaos of the moon is in the center, and then Four of Wands is Trump's. It's Mar-a-Lago. It's Trump's base, either of operations or just his campaign or his group. Seven of Swords is theft, but it's minor arcana. I have to wonder if it is someone from the inside. And so supposedly some of it was taken to the 271-page dossier on Vance. Okay. Oh yeah, I did hear a little bit of something about that. Alexa Gibson says, thanks, Deb. I'm having trouble keeping up with all of this. Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot. Ann Williams says, Microsoft said information on JD Vance was being hacked by Iran. You need to hack. I'm sorry, excuse me. You need to hack. You need to hack into something to see how awful creepy Vance is. Really? I don't think it takes. Lyle says, could this leak about Vance get him taken off the ticket? Agent 99. Yes, Tim. Well, 32. 30. Does the leak get Vance taken off ticket? Let's see here. KR says, or you could just look at him. I know. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, it's right there. You don't need a magnifying glass or a lockpick or anything. It's right there. All right. Does the leak get Vance yeeted off the ticket? Yeet. I'm just getting a really strong feeling that Trump and Vance, Trump doesn't talk to Vance. That's what it feels like. Trump chose Vance and then doesn't care. I would assume that they would be rallying together and spending time together, but I'm just getting this Dumpy focused on whatever he's doing and Vance out there like, I guess I'll go do a rally. KR says they hate each other. I wouldn't be surprised. All right, here's a burden. Everything about Vance is a burden. Well, we know we've seen what okay, fine. Sun on the defensive, everything coming to light, or more coming to light, shining some light on this. There's Vance on the defensive, which he already is. There are people all over the country who are lower in information viewers, lower information political news imbibers than we are, who actually believe the couch story is true. Nine of Pentacles, Four of Wands. No, he's sitting pretty. There's Mar-a-Lago, but he's I'm just getting a mental of him just kind of standing around. I'm not saying he's literally there or doing this, but I'm just getting a mental image of one of those horrible dark rooms inside Mar-a-Lago with way too much stuff on the walls and junk. And it's like he's just standing there waiting, just looking around. That's what I'm getting, but he's there. So, okay. Well, okay. In that case, 3 cards on, was it somebody inside the campaign? 36, 10. Was it Robert or was it somebody inside the campaign? Was it a woman inside the campaign? Eight of Wands. All these things they were doing. All these awful things they were doing. Women voting for Harris. Women voting for Democrats. Women who wouldn't necessarily have voted for Democrats before, feeling that the only hope for the country is actually with Democrats and women in charge. Queen of Wands would be like a MAGA woman. It could be a supporter, but it feels like a woman. Ace of Pentacles, that's the prize. Those are the goods. Six of Swords, and kind of sneaking away with this. This isn't necessarily in this deck. Sorry, in the Rider-Waite deck, this isn't necessarily a thief card, but it feels like a moving over water, just because you can do it very, very quietly. Not much friction. No, Linda, I don't think it was Nikki Haley. Roxy says, most readers say September will be even more dramatic. Can you imagine? Oh, I don't think we're going to get through August without more drama. Was it a woman inside the campaign? Four of Pentacles. Someone coming up short in the institution. Judgment, passing judgment about all the horrible things the Trump campaign is doing. And again, women voting, women celebrating together. Okay, I didn't expect that. We'll see. We'll see. Whee, okay. 39 minutes in. God King Tony Clifton. We do like someone who knows their worth. Will the political will exist for a 10+ year long deep dive, pulling on all the strings, no stone unturned investigation into Trump and Trump world, similar to what the Czech Republic underwent with the secret police? Probably not. I do think there are some things that will be put in place to make sure a January 6th kind of thing never happens again. But to hold these people accountable for everything they did. Dig down, find the real mess. Okay, you'd have to do a deep dive into Trump world. Okay, that's for the reading. Knight of Pentacles. Of course, they'd be fighting back, but this is suspending their ability. It's like, okay, we're moving out. No, you're not. Suspension. Queen of Wands. So, looking at the people. Nine of Pentacles. Page of Swords. See, that's kind of weak. So there is... It feels like this is actually a really big question. There are a lot of things involved, a lot of different ways this could go, and there will be response. There has been some, there will be more, but we don't have the best attention span. I wish we did, but as long as many people as possible are held accountable, as long as Democrats win the election so we can continue having elections. If democracy survives, then some things will be put in place, but I think a lot of people, it wouldn't be a winning issue for them. And there will be too much other stuff. There's only so much bandwidth, I'm afraid. I wish I had a better answer. I wish I could say absolutely. That would be great for the future. I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's not anything negative at all, because you have a beautiful name. But I'm going to call you Ms. Gibson because it sets off the machine. But your name is so beautiful, and it's a shame that the machine is such a pain. Gorgeous name. Okay. At 4230, Kaludi was asking, Texas has kicked off 2 million plus from the voter registration rolls. Surprise! Registered voters? Yeah. Surprise! I hope I haven't offended you, Alexa. Yeah, Texas. Will the DOJ be able to do anything about it? Texas. Teggis. All right, flipping out. 10 of Swords, 8 of Cups. Ooh, so many people angry about the oh, I'm afraid I've offended you. I am so sorry. I'll see about changing that name. I'm so sorry. Because your name is so beautiful. Anyway, Texas. To women voting, wanting their rights back. That whole electrical grid thing. Yeah, this just looks like Republican. They're really afraid that there are going to be too many Democratic votes. Chariot. So they're doing a big thing. 3 of Swords. This I actually feel like they're going to be stopped. So Okay. Well, apparently we haven't heard back from Alexa Gibson, so I didn't realize you could change the name. You can change the name, can't you? Thank you, Alan. Thank you. Okay. Okay. So she's here. She said thanks. Oh, really? Sorry, this is important to me. I don't think. I don't think. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Good. I don't think you. It may seem like there are just a lot of people here who, and I know there's some people who have such huge audiences and they kind of gloss over things, but your being here means the world to me. And when people are, I've stuck my foot in my mouth, which I do with my Sagittarius Mercury, or it's like, bonehead, think it through first before you speak. I'm just, if I've offended you, it just tears me up. So that goes for everybody here. So, okay. Well, let us, oh, thank you, Kelly. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right. Let me, oh, thank you. Okay. Oh, there's a good idea. Jody Lewis says I changed mine's name to Echo because every time she heard her name on the TV, she started talking. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, this afternoon, I'm going to look that up. I'm going to look up how to do that. Okay, thank you. And it says, we all love your Cancer moon. Thank you. Lori Love says, thank you, Autumn. I'm a filterless Aries. Oh, my family calls me Sissy. You can call me that. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, okay. All right. Let me see. It's 48 minutes. Let's see if we can get some more some more questions, more of your questions answered. All right. 48:20. Okay. Kristen from Uncover the News. Thank you, Kristen. Was pointing out that Dumpy was ranting on social media that Harris's crowds are fake. Oh man, that's good. City Cat says, or computer if you're a Star Trek fan. Oh, I've thought about that. Kelly says, I'm a Cancer sun, so I get it. Okay, so Trump is saying that Kamala Harris's crowds are fake. Can I point out that Hal Sparks was just on, I don't know who was, but he was talking to somebody on Political Voices Network. He was doing an interview over there. It wasn't Stephanie Miller. It was the one with the beautiful one with blonde hair. Her. And Hal was pointing out that, man, this is petty, but it's true because Trump's petty. He said, you know why Trump is so obsessed with, Hal Sparks said, you know why Trump is so obsessed with his crowd sizes? He doesn't drive. Doesn't know how to drive. So he can't, you know, how some people, when they have a midlife crisis or something, they get a big car or a big something, something, something. So Hal's suggestion is that he's so fixated on crowd size, and I'm just going to leave it right there. Okay, moving on. Daytime show, but Law Williams says, "Oh, that's interesting. I thought so too." I was like, "Huh, that makes sense." So anyway, he's saying Harris's crowds are fake. Actually, have you seen the people walking out of Trump's rallies? Not just the ones that were outdoors, but like recent indoor ones. Just getting up and just walking out while he's still talking. Just lots of them. One of the comments underneath, I'm not saying it's true, but one of the comments underneath was, well, yeah, their $75 Venmo cleared. He's had fake audiences before. He's just beside himself. Howling at the moon, chaos. Judgment, 10 of Cups. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts to be losing when you're a narcissist. It hurts regular people to be losing, but narcissistic pain from losing is a whole other level. But those two, and she's a woman, and she's a woman of color. It's all right. This is odd. I just got this weird mental image of okay. It sounds gross, but it's not, because it was like this part of Trump's head was suddenly like made of wood. And you know those, if you go into those stores that have educational games for children, and you get a lot of the wooden toys, and some might even be like with like body, like organs and stuff, and where they go and how it fits, but it's all, lovely sanded wood, and right, it's like this turned into that, and his brain was right there, but it was just against the skull. That's all that, it was just like a little layer, but he was like scratching his nails on the wood. And it's like scratching the inside of his brain. The fact that she's beating him, and she's a woman, and she's a woman of color. He can't handle that. Page of Pentacles. People are fetching and carrying around him, trying to keep him calm, but it's just going to get worse for him. All these people voting for her, and then there's legal stuff coming too. Yeah, critical wooden body puzzles. Yeah. Oh boy. And Packard sings, "If I only had a brain." Jane Ellen Cross, that might be part of it too. Trump is a blockhead. Oh, thank you, Kristen. Thank you. Oh, man. Giovanna says, they say he can't get past his anger to stay on message. Oh, yeah, this is, if you think about it, isn't this one of the worst? It's not the punishment for him that we want, but in some respects, yeah, it kind of is. I mean, we'd also really like to see him in prison, but isn't this the perfect? It's good for us. It's especially, chef's kiss, awful for him. Glorious. Hui. Giovanna's pointing out that Andre from Proactive Astrology said this would happen. All of a sudden, Trump would crash. I believe it. Yeah, he has been. He's very good. He's very, very talented. And Kelly's bringing out the popcorn emojis. Oh, heck yeah. Because I still have some tea here. All right, so we still have a little bit of time. At 55:15, Cindy L had a question. 55:20. Cindy L says, I live in a really red area of Florida. Oh, bless. We used to see Trump signs everywhere, but they are disappearing fast. Any chance we will turn purple again or even blue? My aunt and uncle live in Florida, and I love them. And huge Democratic supporters. Huge. I don't think they're watching, but if you are, hello, Uncle George. Hello, Aunt Marty. I love you. All right. Florida. Can Florida please go blue? Blue? Democrats? A purplish blue would take that too. Oh gosh. I miss Melania and her sucked on a sour lemon look. Jane Ellen Cross. Be invest. Oh gosh, that was good. That was good. Oh, I needed that. Thank you. We all needed that. All right, King of Cups. You've had Democrats in power in Florida before. Queen of Pentacles. Two of Swords. Hermit. Nine of Swords. Three of Swords. This is just a lot of worry. There's still a lot of Republican women who will vote Republican. But there are a lot of women who are very scared as well. And allies who don't want to see women hurt. I do have the Hermit here. Their politics, like your DeSantis awfulness, it's isolating them. It is. He's definitely, they are definitely losing voters, but I've still got these people here, and I've still got women hurting. Mary Huddleston says reproductive freedom is on the ballot in Florida. That's good for Dems. Good. Queen of Cups. Okay, the fact that women have lost rights is not a good winning political strategy. Chariot. This is a big deal. The election. Eight of Cups is a lot of Democratic votes. A lot of them. And there's Judgment. And it's like, yes, and then it's Ace of Pentacles. Which isn't as bad as it could be, because it kind of feels like women, we not only have the vote, but we now have more money. We have more money than we used to, and we have our own money, but it's still, I wish Florida was going to go all blue. Maybe some purple. It's definitely moving in that direction. I keep ending on some kind of Republican success. But we'll keep checking back. Hopefully, I'm just going to hope the energy shifts, because it can. So, all right. Well, I've got a handful of questions left. I will roll over to tomorrow. And other than that, I'm so grateful. Thank you for being here. All right, so it is 1:19 p.m. here in Chicago, beautiful Chicago. It's a lovely day. It is 74 degrees Fahrenheit. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. It's Sarah's day off, so it'll just be me, but do come along. And other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow, same cat time, same cat channel. I'm here literally every day of the year, and I have been for over 4 years. I come on between noon and 12:15 every day. So I'll see you right back here tomorrow. But please remember, you're not alone. We are in this together, and there are good days ahead. There are. All right? Hang in there. And I'll see you right back here tomorrow, okay?